Hey friends, just checking in with you. Last week, Jax, our dog, and I were out at Dunton Locks, and you might remember that I was saying Jax was feeling a little unsettled because the birds had returned now that it's spring, and as they've been gathering, they create a whole lot of ruckus. Jax was looking to me for reassurance, and he was even coming close, wanting to make sure that everything's going to be okay. I named that a lot of us are still feeling a little unsettled as we're getting used to navigating a new normal amid the COVID pandemic. I shared with you that one of the things that I like to do when I'm feeling a little anxious is by reading God's Word, delving into the Bible. And I realized that that might not be something that you're used to doing, and that's okay. So if you're just starting out reading the Bible, I encourage you to go for it. If you want to start with Genesis and make your way to Revelation, that's great. If you would like to start with one of the Gospels, fantastic. If you want a little more direction, I would encourage you to consider starting in the Psalms. I really like the Psalms because they're written by a lot of different people who write about all of the facets of life. Some of the Psalms, some of the writers talk about times of great joy, and others talk about times of anger and frustration. Some of the Psalms talk about times of great celebration, and other times talk about deep lament, wondering where God is amidst their suffering. So if you read the Psalms, you're going to get the whole human narrative that we all experience. I'm going to offer today, starting with Psalm 1. I'm reading from the NRSV translation. It reads, "Happy are those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or take the path that sinners tread, or sit in the seat of scoffers. But their delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law they meditate day and night. They are like trees planted by streams of water, which yield their fruit in its season, and their leaves do not wither. In all they do, they prosper. The wicked are not so, but they are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the ways of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish." Here ends the reading of the psalm. And so when I'm looking at one of the different psalms, I like to just kind of delve in and think about what words jump out at me. And for me, the first words that jump out are happy. Happy are those who know God and know his word, who know God's truth. And so this morning or today, I want you to think about what is the truth in God's word that makes you happy? What do you keep going back to in the promises that God has given to each and every one of us? The psalmist here says that true happiness comes from God and knowing and living his ways. So take that with you as the journey continues, knowing that God's word makes us happy. See you soon.